Hello. That was my upcoming reprise of my song Tiger Eye, which I put out um 3 years ago now. Let's some Zelda. I'm back up at the Wind Temple. There's like the Wind Dungeon and the Wind Temple, and I can never remember which is which. I suppose it doesn't really matter. So, I did do this first little part at the end of last stream, but I exited the dungeon again so that I could go back to Hyrule Town and pick up a certain upgrade. Hello, honey. Glad to see you here. And thank you for stopping by. So there's a funny thing you can do with some of these clouds. I don't know if you can do it here. Okay, you probably can, but not at that point. There are certain cloud, like, floating areas where you can just, like, hop over them and not bother going up the whole height of the thing. Oh, I can do this. Let me see. It's not how you're supposed to do that. That's how I do it. I was stuck for the cutscene. You can't do that to me. So I watched the Nintendo Switch 2 thing this morning. And there's some stuff that's certainly worth the hype, but I don't know about the price. That panel, I think if we stomped on it hard enough, it might flip over. Oh yeah, there's that little skip that I forgot about. You can jump from that platform up there over to this moving platform. Overall, the games I'm most hyped about are the Kirby games. Because it's... Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. It's the hardest to mess those up. This stage is a lot of platforming, which is different for Zelda for sure. I was seeing early on in the Switch 2 thing today, they were talking about the GameCube games that are coming to it. And I was thinking, you know, man, it's a shame we don't see Kirby Air Ride. Because I need to face this way. See what's up here first. Can't go that way. Oh yeah, this room I always forget how to do. So I was definitely happy when I saw the new Kirby Air Ride coming, and I'm hopeful for it because Sakurai is behind it, and have some confidence that he can capture the original well. If it was anyone else developing it, I don't know that I would trust it, because Kirby Air Ride is just such a classic in my head. It was the first among the GameCube games that I ever got. Mid-2000s, my grandma got me a GameCube. Yeah, here, you can just do this. I'm gonna skip over that whole thing. And she got let's see, Kirby Air Ride and Mario Sunshine. Okay. Nice. There's a little thing like right here in this corner that you can walk through. I remember seeing it in one of the speed runs. But between Mario Sunshine and Kirby Air Ride, I really love the GameCube era. And especially Kirby Air Ride. Because of the city trial mode. I didn't really care too much for the other modes. Like, I played the normal game, you know, a decent amount. I don't know anyone that really cares for Top Ride. But then City Trial just has its own following. And playing City Trial modded was also super fun. I used to do that on stream, but it's been a really long time. Oh, this is not good. Oh, this is perfect. I have Boomerang. There's also a speedrun tactic that you can do to skip this whole section, but it requires a frame-perfect ocarina play. That's something I wanted to do. I thought maybe I could just walk through it. Yeah, the ocarina can be used for a lot of different glitches in this game. Okay. Took way longer than it should have. In certain versions of the game, you can use the ocarina to skip the entire Cloud quest. But if you're not in, I believe, just the Japanese version, you'll get soft locked after completing this dungeon, because you use it to clip through an NPC, and in the Japanese version you can use the ocarina at a certain point that you can't in the American version, or in my case the European version, which I'm not sure why I'm playing that, but it's what I found. Yeah, you'd think this is the boss room, but it's actually not. I don't know why I'm picking those up. Oog. Oog, he says. I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but I'm no good with heights. Wait, hold on, I think I see something down there. I guess that means we have no choice but to go down there after all, huh? Usually the best way to deal with these guys is explosives. Yeah, that's only the halfway point through the dungeon. How much further do we have to go? This place goes on forever. There's no point in complaining about it. We must press onward. We're almost there. Let's go. I don't need the flame lantern, but well. I'm definitely not going to complete the game tonight. I want to leave the final stuff for last, and then I might do another stream later still, getting some of the post-game things. Only now do you get the compass. Oh, I think in this room I can do another explosive bypass. I can just place this here. If I get the timing right. There we go. Now I'm out of bombs, but I'm sure that won't be a problem for long. Nice. Got damaged and still got through it anyway. Oh yeah, isn't there... No, it's not here. It's around here that I always start to lose my way in this dungeon. Okay, and there's literally nothing here. If there's something down below, I can get some hearts. One thing I also might do is go throughout Hyrule during my next recording and just pick up sword upgrades. Yeah, I think it's actually faster to go through here. It's less annoying for sure. Can't hit anything. Because there's some attacks like rolling and then immediately hitting A to like roll with your sword. It's very useful. Gosh, these guys. Get out of here. Can't remember if I'm supposed to go this way or not yet. Oh, this just gets you a heart piece. Healing is not bad right now. Fortunately, I'm not too far away. Go this way yet? Yeah. Definitely didn't need that, but pick it up anyway. There's also like spin attack upgrades and such that are good to get. I don't have explosives. Fortunately, they prepared for that. Oh yeah, this room is funny. Because you can just do this. And skip over the entire puzzle. There's the second boss key door. Normally if you hit like any of these, door closes. Actually, this dungeon is honestly one of the reasons I stopped playing randomizer. Because I played with various settings, and some of them have you know, certain, you have to beat a certain number of dungeons or something like that. And whenever something would end up requiring the Wind Temple, I just didn't find it worth it to continue because, you know, it's a fun dungeon, don't get me wrong, but it's tedious and it's very long. Now you might remember at the end of last stream, I went on a detour to pick up a certain sword attack. And this is why I did it. Yes. So normally you have to multiply Link to attack multiple eyes at once, but with the slam attack you can just do that, and it's so much quicker. This is also a really fun fight. See, like, the hitbox is so massive, I managed to pull that off somehow. Fortunately, I have a fairy. For stuff like that, I actually need to be careful. Oh my gosh. Keeps pushing me. I think that's the last of the red. Oh, I need health, and the green things can drop health. Nope. This is no good. Wow, okay. I am quite insulted. 3 times now. Oh well. 3 times it drops a heart immediately into the void. Oh gosh, it's such a long way back too. And the ending where the blue warp is super far away from the fairies that are in this dungeon. If I can stop doing that, that would be helpful. Exactly what I wanted. Okay, that was good. Maybe I should reload the room and pick up another one. Or 2. Because I realistically don't need water right now. I had some strange dreams last night. I mean, I always do, but last night was weird. I had one dream that started with my dog Navi somehow having a puppy back at the old apartment where I used to live. And I named him like either Buttons or Button. Oh wow, okay. I open the fairy bottle and Fire Wizard pops out. But somehow Buttons kept changing form, and so at one point Buttons was a cat, and at another point he was a parrot, and my dad was getting annoyed with the parrot. And also at another point I found out that my oldest brother worked as, like, he ran a hitman service. Oh yeah, I've had like a history of strange dreams. I mean, I've had 2 with you and your stream. Um, I only remember, like, the topic of one of them. Doing much better this time. I say as I miss. Honestly, I seldom have nightmares. And when I do, they're like semi-traumatizing ones that I remember for years. Oops. Well, it still works. It's not uncommon for me to dream of streamers and friends that I know. It happens pretty frequently. One time I had a dream of a streamer where I went onto her stream and started having an anaphylactic episode. And she still hasn't. She's still like, whenever I come onto her stream, I'm like, hey, I'm not having an anaphylaxis episode today. That is the final element. I'm going to go to Hyrule Castle. And stuff is going to happen. At last, we've got all 4 elements. Let's go revive the Sacred Blade. How many hearts do I have? I think I have 10. Which should be enough to get everything done. That little outside area where the whirlwind is. You can play the ocarina there, and the bird will come and pick you up if you're in the Japanese version. But if you're in any other version, they disabled the wind ocarina there. Which is sad because that's where you have to play the ocarina if you've done the cloud skip. This is the main thing that I want to do before I beat the final boss, or go into the final dungeon, is go around and talk to these guys. Dangerous technique, Hurl Beam. For this one, when you're at low health, you'll be able to use a sword beam. If I open up my menu, you can see all the different sword techniques. And there's hidden swordsmen all throughout Hyrule. I'm not gonna go for all kinstones right now because there's many of them that don't open up till after you beat the final boss. But there's a particular attack that I want to have against the final boss, and it just happens to be the last attack that you get. Can't remember how you unlock the Tingle Brothers, but once you do, you can get a magical boomerang. Where's the next one? Yeah, there's one up near Hyrule Castle. Which, if I'm going up here anyway, I might as well do everything related to that. Each one claims to be the greatest swordsman in Hyrule. This is similar to the Peril Beam, but you can only use it when you have full health. If you're at full or low health, you can use a Sword Beam. I'm actually not going to go into Hyrule Castle yet, change my mind. Because that's kind of a long scene. I'm pretty sure there's a swordsman in North Hyrule Field. I do not remember where. Might be here? Yes. Back when you learned the highest technique of the sword. Oh. That's, I think he, like, speeds up your fill gauge. There's one that is over this way. It's right, like, halfway up the mountain, but since I can climb, it's not going to take too long. When I played this back on Wii U, I got almost to 100%, but there was one trade somewhere I couldn't figure out. I was just missing one person's kinstone. Never did figure that out. Yes, this is it. This is the roll attack. How many do I have now? I have 7. I know at least 3 other swordsmen. This will showcase why The Rock's Cape is my favorite item in the game. It's just so versatile. This is Swiftblade the First, and he teaches you the Great Spin Attack. Also known as motion sickness. Now it says it last, you know, that's the final one, but it's actually not. But that is the previously referenced the final attack that that guy wanted you to learn. I find it interesting that the boundary between the swamp water and regular water you can just stand on. Sped up your great spin attack charge. Very useful. I don't even remember what's over here. No, just a heart piece. Which I guess I'll get later. This guy over here that needed the great spin attack first, because there's one of these swordsmen that makes it so that you can spin longer. Yes, this is it. I like that you hold up literally nothing. Alright, off to Hyrule Castle. You know, we're going into where the Evil King is, and Zelda got turned to stone. What could go wrong? Ah, I hate stealth sections so much. I will say that's a reason that I wasn't as big on the recent Zelda game as I could have been. Echoes of Wisdom. There was a lot of stealth in that game. And I'm just not that style. So here we get some pretty interesting lore drops. At the very start of the game, you go through a little scene with 4 different like glass pane mosaic images. giving you a backstory of Hyrule and the Picori, or the Minish. Now we have a gold sword. Power of 4 elements, your blade has become the Force Sword. Focus power in your blade and release it to fire a beam. Use it to break Vati's curse and restore the people of Hyrule. You can get rid of stones and such with this. Seems that forging the sacred blade somehow opened the doorway. It must lead to the room that holds the secret of the light force. We must go inside. I bet this stained glass shows the location of the light force. And here's the first 4 panels again, with an additional one. A long, long time ago, when the world was on the verge of being swallowed by shadow. Sonic the Hedgehog stepped in. No. Tiny Picori appeared from the sky, bringing the hero of men a sword and a golden light. With wisdom and courage, the hero drove out the darkness. When peace had been restored, the people enshrined that blade with care. And here's the revelation. And the force of the golden light, embodied in Hyrule's princess, shone forth upon the lands. But that's what it means. Eslo, you really are too kind. First you give me my magic cap, then you guide me here. You've been far too generous, but now I no longer have any use for you. At last I found the location of the light force. That is, Zelda. Vati disguised himself as the king to search for the light force. When he learned of this place, he waited for us to reforge the blade. And if that stained glass is accurate, Princess Zelda holds that light force. Vati will do whatever it takes to steal the power from her. If he succeeds, we may never be able to return the princess to normal. He wasted too much time. We must stop Vati. Yeah, this. Everyone's turned to stone. They've all been turned to stone, the minister and the guards, just like Princess Zelda. This can only be the work of the evil Vati. What cruelty! You must use the power of the sacred Force Sword to undo this. Oh, are you the one who returned me to normal? Thank you. Oh, but listen. You noticed how strange the king has been lately? That's because that's not the king at all, it's Vati. He's taken over. One after another, he's turned all the people of Castle to the stone. Can't speak. Then the monsters attacked us. Oh, what has happened to the castle? Need to leave right before a fight, but I gotta run and have dinner. Not feeling great. Thank you for the stream. Oh, actually, I'm not, going to complete anything more tonight, because there's just, a couple of walkthrough cutscenes, and I'm gonna complete the castle tomorrow. But I will be praying that you feel better, take care of yourself, and I hope to see you around. Have a very blessed night. And enjoy dinner. I need your help. Vati took our petrified princess to the roof of the castle. He must be playing something fiendish. You must stop him. And then this guard just doesn't say anything, he just walks right out of the way. Yeah, excuse me, Dark Hyrule Castle. I apologize, I got my words mixed up there. I just said that. Whoops. Is this really Hyrule Castle? I can't believe it. What's happened here? Vati's magic has grown more powerful than I'd imagined. But the king and Zelda are in danger. Let's go. Yeah, there's still a couple bottles that I can pick up. I love the sword beam. Until it just doesn't do anything, of course, to certain enemies. Here we have a scene that kind of echoes, what is it called? One of the earlier Zelda games on the Super NES. A Link to the Past. I actually haven't played that game yet. Well, I need to come. I think in between this stream and next stream, I'm gonna do a little bit of research to remember where certain things are. Just because I want to pick a couple of things up before the grand fight and whatever. Mostly kinstone trades that are like super useful. So this is where the real king is. Oh, are you the one who broke the curse or turned me to normal? Grown quite brave since I last saw you, I must say. But oh, how the castle has suffered while I was under Vati's curse. Is this all the work of one man? King of Hyrule, I must do something about this villain. But I am old, and I would only hold you back. If you have the sacred blade now, we must rely on you. Please, you must find a way to rescue my Zelda. Take this key. You can use it to get out of the castle from the basement. Nothing huge lore-wise going to go on, I think, the rest of the stream. Last thing I want to do right now is, oh, this goes away. Let's get the last, attack upgrade. Go this way. Yeah. If I go out here, this is going to be the same Hyrule Castle. What's interesting is the guards are still, like, not letting anyone through. And the king doesn't do anything, he just kind of stays in the basement, which I find kind of funny. I think I forgot to trade with this guy. Which unlocks a certain waterfall. where I can find the last swordsman. I'm also going to run over here, trade with the mayor, because if I recall correctly, that's how I get the last wallet. Also, I'm super hungry too. This was the game that I realized how often it is that I'm, like, over-prepping. Which, if you see me playing Minecraft Survival, especially doing, like, the Blazing Caves Advancement Data Pack, I always over-prepare for everything. But when I played this on the Wii U, probably beating it for the second time. Split gauge is sped up. Nice. Much faster. When I was playing this on the Wii U, I brought like 4 heals, a couple of fairies, and I think I brought 4 heals, 1 fairy, and attack upgrade. Oh, I can check up here. Is Tingle Brother gonna be there? No, he's not. I can't remember if you have to beat the final boss to get the Tingle Brothers or trade with Tingle again. Wanted over 600 rupees. There's a lot of stuff to do in the game. And I definitely plan on getting to that. But today I'm just going to pick up a couple more things and then leave Hyrule Castle for the end. Which by the end I don't mean the end of streaming this, because I definitely want to play more. I don't know about finishing up like the gacha system, because that would be pretty repetitive to stream, but you know, if people are active that day, I might do some of it, because it's good to just have someone to chat with. Yeah, I just need to talk to Tingle. Yes, I just needed to talk to Tingle, that's it. Trying to avoid certain text box popping up because I want Honey to be there when it plays because it's quite funny. And it's related to cows. Speaking of cows, I'm already seeing fan art of the Moo Moo cow in Mario Kart. So there's one up here to the left. Also, the Hyrule Library is closed again, which I never really understood. Not what I wanted. I don't have that one. Well, I have a solution to that. Something I've actually yet to use. I know where to get fairies anyway. Costs 100 rupees, but it's not bad. You get these guys away. Lots of kinstones here. Okay. Now I should definitely have whatever that Tingle brother wants. What is happening? People just started forcing right somehow. Gosh, crowd control Zelda would be a nightmare. I've seen people do crowd control Breath of the Wild, and like randomly striking the streamer with lightning, for example. last one is over here. And it's interesting because, as the blue guy up there just said, he's not really one of the Tingle brothers, he just dresses like them. I don't remember if the Tingle brothers were used in any game except this. I know that Tingle, of course, was, but like the other brothers, they were mentioned in, or paid homage to, in a way, in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, through 4 islands off the east of the map. But other than that, don't know. How many shells do I have? 539, so I'm not, like, approaching getting maxed out or anything. Interestingly, unlocking these has nothing to do with the lighting of the torch, because if you just light all the torches, it still doesn't activate. The buttons have to be pressed, which also happens to light the torch. Yeah, here's another very useful item. Magical boomerang. Is there anything else that I need to do? I think I will go back to... closest place I know that has fairies. Down here. Oh, I can get the over upgrade. I'm gonna do as I usually do here. Gambling is no good. That I agree with. Fortunately, I've never had like a problem with it, but you know the kind of things it can do. Place down here. Easy fairies. I think from here I'm just gonna head up to Hyrule Castle and leave that for next stream. Nice, got both of them. Way off camera. Alright. So, that's gonna be it for this stream. A little over an hour. Not too long. Yes, thank you for coming by. I greatly appreciate lurkers and chatters, everyone in between. Take care of yourselves. I will see you again very soon.